In my view, a good entry is succinct.
To make your entries better, it's sort of that age-old, like an exam.
What I did feel was that I could tell which entries had been put together perhaps by an external marketing company and which entries had been put together by the teams themselves who delivered the project or who developed the product. And those ones spoke to me more than the ones that were, fair enough, nicely polished, but quite clearly put together, I think, by an experienced marketing team.
I think presentation is very important with everything. First impressions are very important.
I think the important thing is that it's something that's going to make a difference to the industry.
The passion that you bring to the work actually it should be infectious. It should fly off the page at us. And I think it's the entries that do demonstrate that clearly stand head and shoulders above the rest.
I think the best entries tend to be ones where the people writing it understand the product or the service. I think the best entries generally come from that passion.
I always feel that that's kind of a missed opportunity, really. If you leave blank spaces in the entry, there's very little for the judges to be able to understand what you're seeing as that innovative, amazing product, person, project.
So you don't want to be in a situation when you're judging and you're going through an entry and it does seem to be going on and you find yourself scanning, then you realise there's far too much information there.
I think the thing that makes an entry stand out is being able to see that the question has been answered.
It's like taking an exam.
Regarding the content and the amount of content, I suppose the most important thing is quality over quantity.
So I would say that every entry needs to have something that makes it stand out, obviously, from the crowd. One of those things is using video, especially a video created specifically for the entry.
In the presentations where the owner or owners of the company came, it was definitely much more heartfelt.
To make your entry the best that it could be, don't focus on the great things about your company, focus on the question.
A good entry must have, it could be quirky, it could be, let's say for instance, a mirror that turns into a screen. That's different, but it depends on what application it goes into. It doesn't have to be corporate, it could be commercial, it could be residential, it's across the spectre. So they're the kind of bits that are good to put in to give us the range of different types of product sets for us to look at and to judge.